Greetings. Today we're going to look at some of the basics of Python 3 programming language. So I'm currently on an Ubuntu operating system on my laptop, as you can see. Now, first to ensure that Python 3 is installed on your computer, you can run Python 3 -- version. It should give you the version of Python that's currently installed on your computer. If you don't have Python installed on your computer, you can visit python.org/downloads and you should find the instructions for installing Python on your operating system, and you should be good to go from there. Then now let's first take a look at the Python 3 interpreter. So to bring up the interpreter, you just type in Python 3 and it should start the interpreter here. The first command that we're going to look at is the print command, and then we're just going to print hello world. Okay, so what we did here was pass a string hello comma world with an exclamation mark to the print function, and it printed out hello world to the screen for us. Let's take a look at the different data types in Python, at least the basic data types that we are going to be using for the coming weeks. And after that, we'll take a look at a few arithmetic operations and operators. So the first data type would be the integers. As you know, integers are any positive numbers, negative numbers, or 0. Then you have floating point decimals, which are numbers which have a decimal point, for example 9.0 minus 85.6, etc. These are the numbers that you would be doing arithmetic operations on later. Then comes the string data type. Strings can either be in single quotes, so you can have a string in single quotes, or you can have a string in double quotes, and this is also a string, right? So after this, we'll be dealing with lists. So lists are they have a group of data that are in square brackets. So for example, you can have strings in a list, you can have integers in a list, you can have floating point numbers in a list, and so on. Then there's another data type called a tuple, which is the same as the list, but a tuple is immutable. We will see later down the road what that means. It means that once you create a tuple, you cannot change the items. Then after this, another common data type is a dictionary. A dictionary holds key value pairs. So a key is it can be anything. It can be an integer, it can be a string, or it can be a floating point. So we'll have key as item, and we'll have a value here, say 9, and then we'll put another key value. So say now the key is an integer 10 and the value is blue. And dictionaries are in between curly brackets, and you hit enter, so that gives us a dictionary. Now let's take a look at some of the arithmetic operations that you can do on the Python terminal. So you can do your simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. All right. On top of this, you can also do exponentiation. So you use the asterisk twice here, and then that gives you 9 squared. Then you can do floor division, which gives you only the integer value. Note that this does not round off the value. For example, 11 divided by 3 is 3.6, which rounded off should give you 4, but if you do 11 floor division 3, it'll only give you 3, so it just gives you the lower value here. You can also get the remainder using the modulus operator. So for example, 11 percentage 3 should give you the remainder when you divide 11 by 3. You can also combine these operators together, so 9 plus 5 divided by 3. And when you combine operators, Python follows an operator precedence sequence, and you can look at the operator precedence sequence in the documentation here, and you can see which operators precede which other operators. For example, multiplication, division, floor division, are done before addition and subtraction. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.